See, I want all of y'all to be aware. It's just not in your mind, it's all around you everywhere, so be prepared. They building armies up to fight against your mind. They know eventually they will have you in due time. What's on the physical plane can collapse and break your spirit, have you in the gutter worshiping false spirits. I never believed in no physical covenant my whole life. It's hard for me to think that's how you thought your whole life. But see, the world tried to teach me. That's why you need to be aware. So that these physical deep under it is a spiritual principality, power demon that wants to sift you like wheat. Get your soul to keep, I repeat. But see, the world tried to teach me. That's why you need to be aware. So that these physical deep under it is a spiritual principality, power demon that wants to sift you like wheat. Get your soul and keep. They class. They not listening to the IDMR music, lazy poetry, or Hershey Kiss. They playing that Lil Wayne, Beyonce, and that Gaga mix. That's why they need to be aware, because armies are being put against them everywhere. The Future Existence of Man. Lecture given by Dr. Kinley. I repeat, future existence. I want to tell you flatly that the heaven and earth will definitely pass away, and there will be a new creation. Now, did you ever stop and think when you read Genesis 1 verse 1? You are talking about a creator. Now, I don't like to use the word time, but for the sake of understanding, I'll just use the word time. There was a time when this present heaven and earth did not exist. See? Now, if there was a time when it didn't exist, and now it does, then there will be a time when it won't exist. See? You talk about the creation of heaven and earth, but you don't never talk about any changes or any modifications being made. Repeat. Talk about any changes or any modifications being made. I want you to read a verse. Now, I told you there was a time when there was not. See? You follow me? Before ever the earth was. See? Now, the dumb idiot that come along and talk about it's going to perpetuate or continue or eternally remain in the present state. See? He don't know anything at all about it. And he is one of the worst hypocrites. I will repeat that. See, he don't know anything at all about it. And he is one of the worst hypocrites you ever seen in your life. Because this is what he is doing. He's hoping to get hold of something to make things better. See? He expects the possessions in this life, see, to continue on miserably. And then every day all over the world, people are dying. While they can't see, they gonna stay here this way. It does not mean that, you see, even the undertaker gotta go. That's right. And I don't care how good and how sanctified and how holy you are, you got to go. This is what happens when we fail to test the spirits that enter in among us and allow them to teach of their own.
When I am down and all my soul so weary, when troubles come and my heart burden me, then I got still and wait here in silence until you come and settle out with me. You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. I am strong and I am on your shoulder. You raise me up to more than I can be.
Dr. Kinley, you have already failed. Now that the way it is, if this is all we have to look forward to, see, then you are all man most miserable. And then about that, if I had to continue on in this shape and condition in which I am in now, then I'd be better to quit now and get it over with. But that's not the case. Now I really realize that there are religious organizations. I will repeat that. Religious organization that's going around preaching and teaching that this heaven and earth will abide in this consummation by fire or something like that. You see, and if you read over here in Peter, which we are going to read, so you might as well get it now. See, it don't mean that the heavens and earth as you know them to be, see, it don't mean that. I want to tell you that it does mean that whatever he created that's known to you as the heavens and earth, it will be dissolved, disintegrated, and created anew. Now, as I said before, you know how you have gotten along at your very best in this world and in this present age. And let me make this clear, too, while I'm at it now. At this present time, you have the Holy Spirit or an immortal spirit dwelling in a mortal or a physical body. Now then, this physical body must be changed. Changed to what? An incorporeal body or a spiritual body. It will not be subject to death. It will not be subject to pains and miseries and disappointments and discouragements and things of that nature. And you won't have to be bothered with the devil. Thanks be to Yahweh. See now, what I'm really trying to do, I'm trying to give you something to look forward to. Now, and you're right down in the end of this age. So don't miss it.